Okay, here's the video of the engine I pulled out of the 2007 GMC Savannah. It's out now. I was trying to find a vacuum leak, and well, it's kind of hard to hear now with no exhaust on it, but I think I found it was just a busted vacuum canister that was under the inner front fender. This is going into my 04 Colorado. We've got pretty much the whole van harness hooked up here, the instrument cluster, the steering column, radio, a gas tank over here. As you can see, it's quite a disaster. You got to watch yourself from tripping around. Now, I've got it running. I've even got the rad hooked up, and I kind of short looped the power steering pump. I don't know why it won't start with the ignition. Like, I turn the ignition on and I have to jumper the solenoid, but then it seems to run okay and I can shut it off with the ignition. If anybody has any ideas, I don't know what the deal is with that exactly. There's the computer. It's probably easier to say what I don't have plugged in and hooked up than what I do have. Pretty much the only things I don't have hooked up are the brake booster. There's a switch in that. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And the ABS pump module assembly, the seat belts, and that's pretty much it. All the other stuff is hooked up. So it might be a little loud here, but we're going to go ahead and fire it up. So we'll turn the key on here. You hear the fuel pump and the relays and everything click up. Okay, now we're going to go and jump the solenoid here. Now it's going to get bloody loud. Okay, so just touch that to the positive post there. Alright. It might take 2 tries to get her to go. What's going on here? How are you running? Ignition switch is kind of finicky on this thing because somebody tampered with it a bit there. Thing in here to prevent the power steering pump from sucking itself overly. And I got the reservoir wired up there and the key in there and stuff, so hopefully that'll do. Now this drive-by wires, we got an electric pedal plugged in over here. You really want to watch the sound when I do this. It's really loud. I'm going to hold the pedal with my foot here. Here's my primitive test bench. Yeah, we're putting mufflers on that at some point now. That's a little loud. In the heater hose here, I just got just plug the vacuum line to it so it's on all the time with that valve there so that we're not spilling coolant out there. A couple of the issues I have when I initially tried to start it, but that's about it. Gives you an idea. It seems to idle okay. It's hard to tell with the exhausting now, but I don't think there's any vacuum leaks anymore, so 13 down to 293 clicks. Oil 675. You're just getting warmed up. The temperature there now. Both gas. Go ahead and turn the ignition off here. Okay. Stinky. Alright, I'm going to pause this and go turn on some fans. Right here I got the advanced bell housing hooked up here. Hopefully this is the right one now. Brand new flywheel bolted down. Haven't got the clutch in it yet. So we get every bolt in except for that one. And I had to do a little modification with the ground there because it was in the way. I had to elongate the bolt on the bell housing a bit and get a longer bolt than the washer to put it in there. So I've got my grounds all connected up to something. They're to each other. There, you see one of them with a bolt there. I don't know what I'm missing, why it won't start without the aid of a me jumping the... They got this wire right in the small terminal of the starter motor. I touched that to the battery there, and then it seems to fire up. I don't know why it won't go on its own accord. I've got brake switch plugged in there, column all plugged in, so I don't know which I'm not thinking of. But if somebody has any ideas, you can let me know. Thanks.